when you jump into the sea, you get this feeling. You know that feeling? Like when you're racing your bike, you get that feeling, like jumping into the sea. You know that feeling when you're racing down a hill or skiing. You get that feeling. You know that feeling? Jumping into the sea or racing your bike or skiing or running real fast. You know that feeling? Like your heart's gonna burst and your head's gonna pop. And you never, ever, 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 ever want it to stop.
I remember when I realized. I stood in front of my father, aged 3. His pink penis hung squat along his fluffy thighs, commanding affection like a puppy. I thought it and him sweetly unfortunate. What are you made of? I asked him, with as many words as I knew. But he had not enough words to answer.
Between thumbs, a wide blade of grass. I pull it taut until the clean green of it is pinned straight, flanked by pink. Put my lips to the paper's sharp edge. Air its siren. Remember how a good thick blade whistles long, low. Lighter lime ones, high to the ear. Some furred and thick. Others cool and slippery or waxy to the touch. Skinny ones especially are good for sucking, chewing the bitter sap. When was the last time I lay under blue in the cattleless meadow, measuring clouds with my green spears, promising myself I would never forget being alone, age 12, in a field.
You know, who said, cross your legs, smile sweetly, don't shout, don't run, walk, don't talk back. Don't ever be alone in a room with a boy. Who said, stand proud, be anything you want, don't shout, don't run, don't ever give up. Keep your feet on the ground, but keep reaching for the stars. Who said, cook like a man, fuck like a horse, be anything like a man? This has made it all better. Guys don't make passes to girls who wear glasses. Who said, fight for what's right, but don't make waves, hold your ground, but don't be too forward, respect yourself, but look like her. Love with all your heart, but not too much.
Girl without a horse. I search country roads until I find one. Beyond the long-roped goat, his unbridled wildness. The shag of his white coat raised with muck. My hand opens with an apple core invitation. He sniffs, snorts, bends to the scent. Then, blood-warm attention as I steal to the feast of his back.
She was tired. She is tired. Every day after day, 24 hours on to nothing. You have to know this. The floods rise, the dams break.
Yes, and then I touched my finger to his lips to stroke away the cider, just to put it to mine. And our tongues went plunging, such a lush sweetness, the grass so springy soft on the cliff, and the waves crashing below. And I had to catch my breath, and the night's perfume drowned that tang of lamb, and I thought of his first kiss. What was his name? Johnny. Yes, his tongue, so unexpected, wriggling like an eel, but this time it felt different. And even his silence didn't matter when he stared at my breasts, and I let my hair slip loose like that Cape Town girl. And you have moonlight in your eyes, he said. So I took him in my hand, and he said, would I? Ma petite baleine, he said. And I thought, I may as well him as another. And the sea was swirling below us in a froth, the sky gorgeous with stars. And I suggested, with my eyes, that he ask again, and I knew he would. And then he found his way through all my layers, and I might, I thought, yes, I think I will say yes.
They give me plums, but I leave them aside. I leave them alone until they fill and darken and swell, a sweetness this side of wrong. And then I accept them, one by slithering one into my mouth, licking the liquid flesh from the bones, collecting the stones.
When I was 18, I swam 4 lengths underwater. He kissed me, told me he loved me. I let him touch my breasts, walked across the ridge of the sofa as he proposed. What would you have been, my little one, who beat inside me for 5 months, remained nameless, had no grave, yet your presence is felt in wordless whisper, and on this day, in sunshine, rain or fog, I listen for you. The hum of your shape cradled between pelvic bones. You would be 18.
I'm sorry about the trail of hair I leave on every surface, lapping at the edges of the bed, the toilet. I'm shedding my old life. Will soon be shinily bald with possibility.
She was tired. She is tired. She be tired. And relentless. Day after day, every day, 24 hours ain't enough to get it all done, to stop it from falling apart. It dribbles a little bit over here, a little bit there, leaks over there. Some days, the floods rise, the dam breaks. She can't stop it from spilling over. She holds her breath, suspended in the moment after the glass leaves her hand and before it shatters on the floor. Some days, she sails, she soars and swoops to plug the crack in time. A kiss, a hug, a mallow cake, and for a moment forgets how tired she be.
Though I don't want to be, they won't tie me, so I had to have the coil. So I went and lay on the short table, wearing the normal clothes of my top half and the skin and hair of my bottom half, and I put my legs in the stirrups. And the doctor and the nurse walked back and forth past the gaping flesh that is called the perineum, and I didn't take the medicine. So when the doctor pushed the thing through, I felt the pain. Oh, hot and sharp as a nail in flames. My eyes span white with it. And I felt the pain as I pulled on my pants with one hand, and I felt the pain as I slumped outside waiting for a lift. And I felt the pain when I came on my hands and knees days later. They won't tie me, so it's my pleasure.
Was Moira. She was a warrior. She had a sword. She could fight. She could win. One day, a great army was going to rise and fight with her. She loved hard, and she lived hard. She could drink, fight, and love with the best of them. She got knocked up. She had a baby girl. She named her Gail. Gail was a leader. She'd been taught by a warrior. She had a vision. She could talk to people. She could make them listen. She had a man. His name was Seamus. They stayed up all night drinking and talking and making love until she got knocked up. She had a baby girl. She named her Lola. Lola didn't want to fight. Lola didn't want to lead. Lola didn't see the point of doing anything much, really. Well, except for buying lots of clothes and going to lots of parties. Lola was a bit of a bimbo. Most of all, Lola didn't want to have a baby. She left her little girl with her mother and ran off to become a showgirl. Before she left, she named her Monica. Monica was a dreamer. She was taught by a leader. Monica could talk to people. She could make them laugh. Monica had a boyfriend. She made him laugh. She saw there was something pretty weird about
about this whole sun spinning around the earth thing. He thought it was hilarious. She got knocked up. She had a baby girl. She called her Amanda. Amanda liked to listen. Amanda liked to laugh. She'd been taught by a dreamer. Amanda liked to think. She liked to drink. She was a drinker-thinker. She got incredibly drunk one night, trying to explain why she liked thinking so much to this really cute guy called Neil, who looked really interested. I think, therefore oh my God, said Amanda, as the first labor pains hit. She had a daughter. She named her Marilyn. Marilyn liked looking at things. She liked measuring things. She could study things. She could learn. She'd been taught by a drinker-thinker. Marilyn was a student. So was Bob. They started studying together. They shared a room. They put the bassinet in the corner. Marilyn named her daughter Judith. Peeping over the wickerwork, Judith watched her mother study. She knocked up a baby girl. Moira, Gail, Lola, Monica, Amanda, Marilyn, Judith. A warrior, a leader, a bit of a bimbo, a dreamer, a drinker-thinker, a student, had a sword, a vision, a man, a boyfriend, dreams, thoughts, a daughter, taught by a student, a drinker-thinker, a dreamer, a leader, a warrior, to study, to think, to dream, to laugh, to listen, to fight, to win, to drink, to lead, to see, to talk to people, to make them listen, make them see things, looking at things, measuring. Her mother watched her mother, who could live life. Love was, had a baby girl who got knocked up.
I grew up in the greenhouse, between the wet glass walls, and clouds of old condensation flung the sweet smell of death into my sense, and the swollen heads of my flowers fell, red and fetid around me, melted and mulched together under the dowel they clipped me to. I grew, carefully, up and around it in a clockwise direction, coated in sweaty, slimy heat and crackling, feeding insects who, full, fell slowly to melt at the foot of the dowel where everything ends up. My roots, crushed in the soft, warm humus and squirming, wriggling things where everything rotten ends up, sucked recklessly at the dark liquid that filters to the bottom and is distilled like oil. Having no choice, inhaled it up through me in a clockwise direction, and I bore juicy, moist things from the pleasure of it. And the man who owns the greenhouse and the great, airy garden outside it, who creaks open the sliding glass door, who leans lazily on the cluttered shelves, who strokes with her dirty finger the dead and dying flowers, reveling in the buzzing wetness under the dank, concentrated sun, plucked them off. And someday I will spiral above the neat dowel and press and twist against the lukewarm glass panes of the roof until one breaks, until one breaks, until one breaks. And let him come with his shears then.
These days, only the Polish fill a church on Good Friday. The music is sublime, so I slip in to the memory of habitual coughing, watch children tripping up the aisle with pressed palms, still fresh with innocence, while the old remain in pews, heads bent, praying for buried friends. And I find myself saying the words again, dipping my fingers in holy water, shaking them at something behind me.
I'm drowned Mary. Why would I want a child? And why wouldn't I? I bent over like you told me, and my fatherless son was born with his heart outside his body like a failure of farmyard husbandry. And I tended him like I could, but he still died like you said he would. And the paparazzi took pictures as I sank under the weight of sulphuric tears, and now I have wound up like Alice on the shore of my own disaster, eyeing a hungover Garda Síochána through a seaweed-packed hole. Maybe if I was important, people would learn to say, Our Lady of Cycles, pray for us. Our Lady of Thrush and Cystitis, pray for us. Our Lady of Tampons, pray for us. Our Lady of the Curse, pray for us. Our Lady of Ovaries, pray for us. Our Lady of Family Planning, pray for us. Our Lady of Catholic Countries, pray for us. Our Lady of Immaculate Conception, pray for us. Our Lady of Dancing at Crossroads, pray for us. Our Lady of the Principle of the Thing, pray for us. Our Lady of American Dollars, pray for us. To thee do we send up our cries, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Turn then, O most gracious advocate, thine eyes towards us. Most holy Queen of eyes meeting across a crowded pub, pray for us. Queen of blushing,
Pray for us.
Queen of touching,
Pray for us.
Queen of taxis,
Pray for us.
Queen of coffee,
Pray for us.
Queen of sensitivity,
Pray for us.
Queen of lips,
Pray for us.
Queen of vasodilation,
Oh,
pray for us. Queen of nerve endings,
Pray for us.
Queen of cleavage,
Pray for us.
Queen of zippers,
Pray for us.
Queen of mirrors,
Pray for us.
Queen of lace,
Pray for us.
Queen of flesh,
Pray for us.
Queen of penetration,
Pray for us.
Queen of reverse cowgirl,
Pray for us.
Queen of vibration,
Pray for us.
Queen of inhalation,
Pray for us.
Queen of exhalation,
Pray for us.
Queen of joyous oblivion, pray for us. O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for me, that I may sin without conceiving.
Okay, enough of this. Enough of this. This is enough. Enough. I've had enough. Right. Okay, just right. What we need here is just a short lesson in feminist theory. It's short, okay? Can you hear me in the back? Right, okay. Listen up now. So, it's because the personal is political, darling.
It's because the personal is political, baby. It's because the personal is political, lady. It's because the personal is political, mister. It's because the personal is political, sister. Yeah. It's because the personal is political, stupid. It's because the personal is political, fuckwit. It's because the personal is political, you piece of shit. It's because the personal is political, you bourgeois git. The personal is political. The personal is political. The personal is political. The personal is political. Come on, the personal is political. The personal is political. The personal is political. You got it? Very good. So, in conclusion, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna take it personally.
All kinds of things are happening to me. Skin's becoming scaly, forehead a terrain of anthills, and my feet are stiffening as though belonging to a corpse. Hair's falling out, of course. And there's my mind. I try to read, but words swirl in little whirlwinds on the page and even when behaving. I feel I'm gazing at some complicated log of random numbers. Enough of this, I say, aloud. Flex my feet. Take to the beach. Perhaps it's distance my eyes are seeking. But there I find fish tumbling from the sky. And myself face up in a clump of seaweed, foamy wavelets eddying around me. Almost blinding, the light. Different from what I'm used to. And I'm wondering if I'm dreaming, back in the southern hemisphere, or drowning. And this is it. And it's a sinking and a rising too. The next cat out the bag's a female. Black. 15 or so. Or maybe 50. Standing, mouth ajar, saying nothing. A mackerel on my belly. Flapping. I see her stare, want to reach a hand, see if I can touch her. But suddenly, she's not there, and I come too, still lying in the damp sand like a heavy log. There's nothing for it but to roll over, watch the water gouge a groove where my body's been. Back home, I make a cup of tea. The kettle boils. I lift a green mug from a hook, pour, and squeeze a lemon in. So far, so good. I wash pots and plates, utensils. Rain pounds against the window. The light is dimming, and a rush of heat comes over me. A massive bank of thunderclouds controls the sky. I climb the stairs, decide to get some sleep. Don't want to be at the mercy of things outside me anymore.
In secret caves, she waits. Behind the mirror,
She waits.
deep in the earth.
She waits.
In summer's heat, she waits. In autumn's blaze,
She waits.
through winter's death,
She waits.
for spring's return.
She waits.
Behind the veil, she waits. For rent or sale,
She waits.
shackled in silence,
She waits.
deep in ourselves,
She waits.
dark in our dreams,
She waits.
until we wake. She waits.